on Silent Hill Revelation 3D entailed. I mean, it was constant physical, falling, running, just endless. I mean, we had these. I just remember one of the final sequence shot, me running through the ashes, and we'd have one walking in one end and one on the other, and I probably had like a mile and a half to run, and then they'd have a technical glitch on the camera, but I can't hear because I'm running, and I'd get to the other end and they go, "Stop, Forrest!" Yeah, no, you got to go back, and so I had to run back and then do it again.
Yeah,
and then,
you got to be fit.
So but that was also just, it was so exciting, and
I did warn you. I did say it's going to be tough.
I enjoyed it. I loved every minute of it. As an actor, I mean, the psychological journey of Heather was just, there was so much there to sink my teeth into. So I was really satisfied on all levels.
As an actress, how much of the video games did you play?
To be honest, when I first came to the script, I read Michael's version of Silent Hill Revelation 3D, and then I have two younger brothers, and they kind of filled me in on the game and said, "You've got to go play that, and feel it's pretty scary. Get ready, And I'm okay." And then all the franchise was just this kind of added bonus. I had all this stimulation to play with and to be inspired by. So.
In a weird way, it was good that she wasn't completely familiar with. There's no sort of pre-formed concept. She responded to the script as a character-driven piece, and that's great because it means that's where we work from. We work from a standalone story that her character experiences, and as an actress that she can really work with. So retrofitting, having her brothers tell her that this is really, really cool and you should get involved, that's a bonus.
Yeah. I think, as you said, this film is also, Michael's version and Heather I played is 6 years on from the original Silent Hill. So I think it was really important that I did just kind of create that character and make her completely unique in her own right. And as I said, I think the physicality of Heather in the game, that was what I really had to focus on.
This question is for the producer, actually. So have you played the game and yourself, and how did you get involved in this type of production?
Well, I'm not a gamer personally, but I have a collaborator, and I had a son that at home he was playing the game and he was very scared, and every time he was scared I was looking at him and say, "Why are you scared?" He said, "I cannot hear him, I'm very scared, it's Silent Hill, you don't know what it is, but that's a good sign." And then I was producing a movie a long time ago called Brotherhood of the Wolf, and I was on the set. And every night the director was going back home and saying, "Okay, I have to rush." I said, "We have the dailies." "Yeah, I will see tomorrow. I have to continue my game." So I went to see him, and I understand why he was so frightened. So Roger Avery and Christophe Gans was in the office playing the game, writing the game, and writing the story. And I was immersed in this world, and then we had the idea to make the follow-up, the new opus, and then we was doing the movie together. And then I said, "You're a gamer, jump on the movie." And then you try to take what makes sense with the movie and find the bit that could frighten you the most. And you will find very scary.
Natalie, could you talk about working with...
Go back.
Can you tell us a little bit about the creatures and monsters in this film from a stylistic standpoint, and if there's any that carry over from the first film?
I can tell you, I don't want to give too much away, so I think that would be unfair. There are creatures from the first movie and familiar creatures from games which appear, are fan favourites. We've created some new stuff. Technically, I like people in costumes on the set. I like that. I like the real aesthetic. I like to see it and cover it in gel and KY and make it slimy. I like that, the physical hands-on approach. We did some CG enhancement because you can do that these days, and you can rub out joint marks in the skin and stuff. But the intention was always to create a real world and to put the monsters as far as we could, as real as we could, in front of the actors so they could respond to it. And the monsters in Silent Hill, from a psychological point of view, that's what the games try and do. They try and get in the mind of the character, and the monsters exist because they reflect some aspect of the character. Now with this, in my own mind, I have justification for why they all appear and what they represent to Heather and what they represent to the story. I guess the fans will have a different interpretation, but I can only do what I think works for me and works for that world. So you've got some. So to summarise, new monsters, old monsters, very cool monsters, very frightening monsters.
Petrifying.
Yes.
Adelaide, could you talk about working with Kit, both being newcomers on the set, and also Rada, who I don't know if you've met before back home?
Yeah, Rada and I we crossed paths definitely. It was Kit is just, I mean, as an actor, he's just so humble and down to earth, and we had so much fun, and he's fantastic and very in the moment, and we really just got to collaborate and it was fantastic, really, really great. Rada was just lovely. She only made a small.
Yeah, she's in the movie, but for a very key reason.
Yes. And I mean, as I said, I think as an actor, when people are down to earth and just arrive on set as they are, and we can all just have a good time, and there's a team kind of effort going on, then that's how I like to work.
Do you and Kit do anything physically very difficult in the film?
Yeah, you're all falling over and running.
Yeah, we're always screaming and being bumped over by things and running around. And that was just a day instead of Silent Hill. It was pretty ordinary after that. Last question.
Hey, hello. I just wanted to know if you are aware that sometimes video games adapted into movies are not very successful. However, the
I can't see them. I'm really aware of it. Yeah.
Okay. However, the Silent Hill movie was very successful because it was one of the best adaptations of the industry. So the gamers are very excited about this sequel. So have this influenced you in your work?
No, I mean, the thing with yes, the history of computer game to movie adaptations is pretty disastrously poor. I'm trying to think of some that's worked, apart from the first Silent Hill. I mean, they've all got their moments, but there's nothing that's a game, there's nothing that I've gone, wow, that really nailed it. I'm hoping that with this one, I came at it as just a piece of storytelling first. You immerse yourself, you go back and say, okay, we're going to do Silent Hill game number 3 is what we've got to work with. I've got to make a sequel to the first story as well, and I need to make something which works all by itself. And I think the notion of a movie that works all by itself is actually the single most important part of that, because it can't be about an adaptation of a computer game. It's got to be about a really rocking piece of storytelling, which does its job first and foremost. I absolutely don't want to alienate fans. I'm a fan myself, but to try and make a video game adaptation work, it's got to not be a video game adaptation. It's just got to be a good movie that tells a great story. And I think that's possibly the mistake that other people are making. But it's hard to make any movie, let alone a good movie. So I think we're there.
Thank you guys so much. We've got to get to our panel.